I'm Jessi Allender, registered dietitian and professional chef, and mom home with two kids during the COVID-19 lockdown here in Chicago. It is May 12th when I'm filming this, and I'm just finishing up the dinner that I started making earlier. So here in the pot, we've got, let's see here, we've got our finished shish kebab pot roast. So it's stew meat and potatoes and onions cooked with mint and oregano and some hyssop. Hyssop is another mint, also called zatter, which is really delicious. I cooked that in a low oven after searing it. I did end up adding some water. I cooked it for 2.5 hours at, I ended up lowering it down to 250 for the last 45 minutes after the water had simmered, and it is ready to go. I'm just going to serve it straight out of here, but I'll show you a little bit, how juicy it is. It's got a nice gravy, and it's perfectly seasoned. So that's just going to go straight on the plates when the plates are ready. And then on the side, what I've decided to do is a few things. One is some spinach. I got some fresh spinach from a CSA. It's really packaged very nicely, but it's dirty. So I'm going to trim it and wash it, and then we're going to cook it in a tiny pan, because you can do that with a green. So I'm going to go ahead and get some heat on this tiny pan. Right there. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in the pan. There we go. I'm going to trim and then wash the spinach. You can cook the stems, you can trim the stems. Even as frugal as I am, sometimes I trim the stems. This is pretty tender, fresh spring spinach from some northern farm. And it's probably been washed once, but I think it's worth a wash. There we go. Nice and clean. I'm going to trim that up a little bit more, cut it into bits, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in my pan as my pan heats up, because I'm not worried about searing or anything like that. I'm going to put it in my pan. Tiny little pan here, but the spinach is going to melt. So there we go. Hey, bud.
I want applesauce.
You want applesauce? Okay, you just finished a half avocado. I'll get you something in a minute. So I'm going to put some garlic in there. Here's my garlic. Whoop. I've got a sticky mat under here, but it's still not sticking very much today. So I've got a clove of garlic I'm going to add right on top. I've bought all sorts of doohickeys to peel garlic, but I just like doing it with my knife. I've settled on my system there. Trim that and then get that minced up. There we go. Right in on top, because I don't want to burn the garlic, so I'm going to turn the heat down now before I stir it. And get a little bit of salt in there. Yay. And then I'm going to give it a stir. Well, want to stir really slowly when you got a little pot with a whole bunch of leafy greens in it, so that you don't throw them out of the pan. I'm really good at throwing things out of the pan. Yes, on cue. Woo woo. Spinach is a really healthy vegetable, full of good things, and we want to keep all those good things. So I prefer not to cook it in water, so that everything, there's going to be water in here from the spinach, but I'm going to serve all of it. And I'm just really going to wilt it and get the garlic aromatic. I'm going to put in a touch of pepper, black pepper today. There we go. I'm going to cook that down.
Mom, I love my rocket shoes.
I love your rocket shoes too, buddy. And then one thing I like to do when I'm cooking greens in an iron pot, when I'm cooking greens, I like to add a little bit of acid. That helps to make the iron that's in here more available. So I've got some lemon juice, and I usually use my cap to measure it. It's about a tablespoon. I'm going to add that in, and then I'm going to let it cook until it's a little bit drier. And I'm also going to put a green onion in. Oh, I got 2 for the price of 1. Excellent. Excellent. Just trim these up. Get the tops off. Put that in my discard pile over there. Yay. No, please turn off the TV. Dinner's going to be ready in 5 minutes. She just got finished watching Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, because in these days of like mandatory video time, I'm trying to get her through all the classics. The little one's on the Kindle though, so now she's run over to watch that with him. Yay! I'm just going to do a rough dice on these green onions and add that into my spinach saute. Beautiful. Like 2 more seconds. My kids love onions. I'm a lucky mama. I'll still be only giving them a tablespoon each. Where'd you go, Mr. Leaf? And that's it. Just wanted to heat through the onions. I want them to be a really nice fresh garnish on top. There we go. So there's that. Done. Yay. All right.
Can we watch after because of Color War?
No, we may not. Because of Color War.
We did before.
Okay.
What are you making then?
I am making dinner. I made pot roast shish kebab, and I'm making spinach sauteed, and I'm making some noodles.
Jessi?
There's nothing in the pot except for water. Okay, and the pot roast is behind you. Yeah, and that's hot. Careful. Careful, baby.
Potatoes?
Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay. It's been a long day. So, anyway, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. I'm going to make a cucumber salad. Alright, so I've got a cucumber. I like these seedless English cucumbers. Take the peel off and cut them, right? And then you're done. Just going to slice this up. There we go. Cucumbers are such an amazing vegetable, full of water and deliciousness. I need a bowl for this. Let's just do... Let's do a lot of banging and noising because I didn't get my bowl out ahead of time. But anyway, here's a bowl. And then here go my cucumbers. See if we're boiling there. Not quite. some cucumbers, some lemon juice, 1, 2, some olive oil,
Hey, that's one of my
1 tablespoon, some salt, some white pepper, and then what's going to make this creamy and delicious, one of my favorite ingredients, tahina. Just going to put some tahina in there. Are you mixed? Yeah, you're pretty mixed. Give you a shake first. Some tahina, that's enough. And then I want to pull the flavors together, so I have hyssop in the pot roast, so I'm going to put some hyssop in. And some mint, because I'm out of oregano. So just a tiny little bit of mint. Perfect. Give that a stir up. Use a spinach spoon. Nice, bright. Check the seasonings on there. Nice richness from the tahina. There we go, cucumber salad, done. Okay, and then the last thing I have to do, which I won't go all the way through, but I'll give you the product review on, is the pasta I'm going to cook with this. Today I'm making banza shells. I really like this product a lot. The company, all their pastas, they're not delicious on their own. I'm going to put some olive oil and some we're having it with meat, so I'm going to use some nutritional yeast to make it taste like cheese. But this is one of my favorite pastas. It's made entirely from chickpeas. So it's got 8 grams of fiber, and in 2-ounce serving, it's got 5 grams of fiber and 13 grams of protein. So that's really a nice profile. I'm not going to cook a lot, so I'm going to cook what's left. I like to store my pasta in a glass jar so it stays nicely in the pantry. But as soon as my water boils, I've got a ton of water boiling over here. And I'm going to go ahead and put my pasta in. I'm going to shock it with a little salt. And I'm going to cook that for whatever it says on the box. I think 6 minutes, 9 to 11 minutes, 15. So that's it. And then we'll plate it up. But that's going to be our delicious shish kebab dinner. Oh, here's the last thing I wanted to do. I put cilantro in with the meat, and so I'm going to put some cilantro in with the salad. So I've got some fresh cilantro. I'm going to take a little bit. I'm going to rinse that off. And then I'm going to mince that and put that in with my salad so that the flavors come through all the dishes. I like to put a little bit of the herb that I put into one part of the dinner into another part of the dinner, so that we get all of those good flavors together. There's that. Yeah, making a dinner from what you have, from what you've gotten, putting together things from the way they were. I got the green onions because I wanted some. Wasn't sure what I was going to do with them, but there they go. And now they're where they are. So when I make the kids' plates, I like to be really selective about what's going to go in there. You might have heard my daughter's reaction to potatoes. Sometimes she loves them. Sometimes she don't. So we're just going to get about an ounce of meat for the kids. And then everything mixed together for me. About 3 ounces of meat and another 3 ounces of potato for me. The kids can have more if they want it, right? A little bit of this onion. Oh yeah. And then 1 potato. I like for them to, see what it is I'm giving them so that they can decide whether or not they want to eat that part. Just give them each a piece of onion. Most of the onion's completely melted, which is beautiful. But they're still there. There we go, a little piece of onion. And then we'll do some spinach on their plates. And some spinach on my plate. There we go. Some cucumber salad on the side for the kids. Hello, tiny kitchen. And then the pasta is the leftover bit. So we've got some portion sizes, some small, right? And then they can have more. Yeah, so that is my pot roast shish kebab. It's a little bit of combination, a little bit of what I had and what I decided would taste good within the limitations that we have here. We've got the pasta coming, and that's going to be delicious for everybody. High in fiber, high in protein, a great choice. We've got 2 vegetables, or 3 if you count the potatoes, nice and fresh and not too much added fat. So I'm really happy with that, and we usually have like sliced orange or something else after, because right now we're out of ice cream, but otherwise we'd have ice cream after. But go and shop tomorrow, so we'll be able to refill that. Thanks so much for paying attention and or for following along and listening, and I hope you enjoyed. And please don't hesitate to message me if you want the recipes more explicit than what I have in the description below. And you can also hit the subscribe button and get all my videos, and you can look before the one I did this morning for how to make that, how to make this lovely dish, how I did that. Thanks so much for being here, and for all the first responders, the frontline workers, first responders included, who are working out there. I thank you so much, and to all the people in states or in places that are getting back to business, please stay safe, whatever that means. Keep your family safe, do what's best, do what you know best. Thank you so much. Be well. Mwah!